Hello, I'm Claire. Welcome to Friday Sews and welcome to my channel Clarobobbins. So thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and today I've got an update on my Luna Lapin gift for newborn baby and sister, and my new Primo cover stitch arrived midweek. Very excited about that, so I'll tell you a little bit about that. I have an unboxing to show you, and yeah, I've been working on my fabric wheel of fate. A little bit more about that. Haven't quite finished it yet, but it's on its way. So come back in just a moment and find out all about my sewing week. I'd love to see you there. So first of all, before I forget, what am I wearing today? This is the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra shirt. It's the first one I made. I made it as a kind of a toile. It was very cheap fabric, but I love it. I love the pink, I love the brightness of the print. It's great for wearing when it's really hot. It's loose and flowy, but I don't feel that the style really suits me. I love the shirt a bit, but I feel like the gathered waist and all the tears just hang from my boobs. So yeah, I don't like myself in it. I feel good in it, and now I look in the mirror, I think, oh no, I don't like that. So you can only see me to the waist. It's fine. You're seeing all the best bits. I thought I made a fabulous job of fitting the shirt when I made it. It fits really nicely, but yeah, I don't love it. Yeah, I don't love it, but it's fine. It's great for days like this. It's very sultry here in the UK today. It's very hot, and a nice cool viscose is just perfect. So on with what I've been doing this week. If you watched my last video, you will know that my lovely next door neighbours had a baby girl at the beginning of July, and I wanted to make something personal for them. And as she has an elder sibling of about 3.5, I thought it would be nice to make something for both of them. They've only lived next door to us for a year, so I thought if I did something for both, that would be a nice way to do it. So I decided on the Luna Lapin little rabbity hare from Kendal in Cumbria in the UK, and you can find Luna Lapin online. And the toy, it's not really a toy, it's more of an heirloom doll made in felt, and a muse for a whole wardrobe of clothing and accessories that the lovely Sarah Peel has designed and made for Luna and her friends. Now my lovely friend Sandra, hello Sandra if you're watching, Sandra Stitched, very kindly gifted me the Luna Lapin book, which I have somewhere here. Oh, it's over there. I think I showed it in the last video. I'll pop a photograph up just in case I didn't. And she'd embroidered the tummy on a Luna Lapin for a gift, either a new birth gift or a christening gift. I'm not quite sure which it was. And she showed me several gifts for newborns that she'd made, and this I thought was just the ticket. So I got my embroidery machine out. I have the embroidery module for my Benina, and I've covered up the surnames, but you can see I did a practice run on some calico. In hindsight, and I'll show you the actual puppet. What's he talking about, Claire? In hindsight, I think I probably should have moved the embroidery a little bit higher up, but when I did it on here, it looked high enough to me. I thought I had enough space under it. Maybe I made it a little bit lower on the actual felt. I need to check, and I need to check this one because there's an extra Christian name in the second one. So I reckon that it's a little bit low. You can read it, but I think on the second one, I think if I leave a little bit, if I have a bit less stuffing at the top of the leg, I think I can have a smaller hem there. because I'll be able to get closer to the bottom of the felt, because there's probably more, it's a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and I've definitely taken more on that bottom seam. So I think I can adjust it slightly to have a little bit more space than just a finger width at the bottom. You can still read the embroidery when the legs are up, when the doll is sitting, but it's not quite as good as it probably could be. And again, with hindsight, 'cause until you've made these things, it's the first one I've made, you don't know. I could have moved this higher, because there's more seam allowance up side than looks when you're just looking on the plain third section of the tummy. So it would have been all right, I think, to have the lettering a bit higher, but I'm sure it'll be fine. No, it doesn't have to be perfect, but next time I make one, I'll know. So I've done the legs. I got some lovely ditzy print from Cheshire Needlecraft. I'll put their details below in the information box. They are based in Goosetree in Cheshire East. So if you're in the area and you like patchwork and quilting, they don't stock any dressmaking fabrics. It's all patchwork and quilting, but they have a great selection of buttons and things like that, ribbons, yeah, and lots of lovely quilting cottons. So I chose this lovely ditzy print here, and then I'll show you on the photograph the dress fabric that I've picked, and I'm going to use a little ribbon threaded lace around the bottom, because the Luna in the version I chose to make is wearing a little day dress, and she has wellies, and I'm going to make some Wellington boots. So that's what I'm going to make. I enjoyed doing it's a little while since I've done any embroidery, so I enjoyed doing that. Excuse me, my voice is a little bit croaky. It's quite warm today. It's very humid and sultry, and they've promised us thunderstorms, so we can certainly do the rain. That's better. Yeah, so this is my little Luna, my first one. So I still have the arms to make for this one, and then all the pieces are cut out, ready to start sewing up the second one. And I think, because I found that I've made 3 legs for this one, because when I first did the leg, it tells you the instructions are all for hand sewing, and it tells you to over sew, and I decided I was going to machine sew where I could. So I did on these use the 1/4 inch seam, maybe a smidgen less, but on the first one I used considerably less, and I found that when I stuffed them, the leg was starting to gape, and I had to go back in and hand stitch afterwards. So I decided that on the second one to take a slightly bigger seam allowance, and I ended up with one leg a lot fatter than the other, so I decided to make another leg. So I've got 2 that match, that are machine sewn, and then there's a little bits of hand stitching on the back of here, so little occasional bits of hand stitching on the head, and that's all fine. So I'm very pleased with that. So that's my first foray into making a Luna Lapin doll. Love the ears, love the shape of the head. It's just such a clever little design, and I'm sure that the girls, I mean the baby won't know anything about it, but I'm sure Mariella will love her version. Yes, so there we go. What else have I been doing this week? Well, my other big news was that my Primo cover stitch arrived. So I bought it very kindly. My lovely friend Diane in Stitches. I mentioned I was going to get one, and was going to go down to Laura Knight's Sewing Centre at Bradnop, near Leek in Staffordshire. And Diane very kindly mentioned that Alison from Sew Like Dotty, who's a Babylock ambassador, had a discount code, and directed me to where I could find it on Alison's Facebook page. So off I went, got the code and ordered my Primo. I was going to buy it in August at an open day that Lorna was hosting, and I think I would have got 10% off, but the £300 voucher was more than 10%, so that was great. So I've had it a bit early. Early birthday present. So Mr. Bobbins has given me some money towards it. Thank you very much, Mr. Bobbins. And yeah, I'm the proud owner of a Primo cover stitch, and yeah, so far so good. So it arrived on Wednesday morning, and I did a little bit of video as I was unboxing it for the first time, so I'll show you some snippets of that. Just do scroll on. I'll timestamp it, so if you don't want to watch that, do scroll on. And then I've not done a lot of video with it, but you're very welcome to have a look at what I've done. So I just did some test threading and read through the manual and put it all together and had a little go and familiarised myself with it. And then I finished off the overlocking the cover stitching on a pair of stride leggings that I had been making, and I just cover stitched the top of the pocket. I still have to put those together and finish them off, but I just thought I couldn't resist having a go on an actual garment. So I'm now going to be wanting to sew knits and cover stitch everything. I mean, you can cover stitch wovens as well, of course, and you can use it just decoratively. So what does the Primo do that the other cover stitches don't? Well, it cover stitches really well, and Laura from Laura Knight Sews very kindly, when she had a recent open day, let me use her Primo in the shop just to try the cover stitch element of the machine, and it's much more capable of sewing through thicker fabrics in particular than my current cover stitch machine. And it has a knee lift, which I love. You can chain on and chain off, which I can't do with my current one. It also has a differential feed, so you can use it for gathering. Yeah, it's just wholly the basic cover stitch is just much more accomplished than my much more entry end of the cover stitch range of machines. So it's lovely. Now the other thing it does is it has two what's called wipers, and it has they're set into the foot. It has two different feet that come with it. Has a standard foot, and then it has this wiper foot. And what the wipers do is they bring bring two. Well, you have the option of two or one. One on the left, one on the right, or two, and it brings the yarn or thread or whatever you've chosen, or cord, whatever you've chosen to use. It brings it across the line of stitching in a curved shape, and you can regulate how you do that. So you can have a decorated chain stitch where you end up with like a woven chain stitch with a decorative thread going through it, or you can have a 2 or 3 thread cover stitch, again with various versions of the decorative thread going through. So it's a way of doing decorative stitching using, fluffy yarns and that type of thing, slubber yarns across t-shirts and that sort of thing, or just using overlock thread cones to introduce another colour into the cover stitch, and it gives you, rather than just a double line, it gives you a decorative double line. So it has lots of flexibility. I'm looking forward to playing with that. I had to go just with a little bit of purple. Didn't show up terribly well. I should have used a bright pink, I think. I just wanted to see what it was like using it. It's very easy to thread. The instructions are brilliant, I have to say. The instruction manual and the threading card, it's ever so straightforward if you just work through it. So that's all good. And I love being able to chain on and chain off, which I couldn't do. You can still lock the stitches like you do on a regular cover stitch, but I love being able to chain on the cover stitch. So in other words, run the cover stitch without any fabric under it, then like you would on an overlocker, put your fabric through and then run it off the other side. So I can, you know, that makes it a much more easy to use and flexible way of sewing. But of course you can then sew in the round as well. So yeah, there's also brilliant instructions for turning a corner, a tight corner with a 2-thread cover stitch. Am I right? No, 3 threads. So a narrow 3-thread. So you've got the 2 on the front and then the looper on the back. And there's a really good demonstration, I haven't tried it yet, of turning a corner. Now, part of the reason why I don't make V-neck t-shirts, other than they're a bit more fiddly than a scoop neck, which is my general go-to t-shirt neckline, is because I can't cover stitch the V, and I think I'll be able to on this, so I'm quite excited about that. I'm going to have a go at that. I do need to make some t-shirts up. I've got lots of t-shirt fabric, lots of jersey, and I could do some more t-shirts making. So quite looking forward to exploring the you know, the way of doing that with my Primo cover stitch. So yeah, very excited about that. So I will put up at the end of the video the unboxing, and I'll timestamp that. And if you don't want to watch that, then do feel free to move on. So yeah, what else have I been doing? I've been prepping a lot of new patterns. The new Cashmerette Thorndike top, I've got that cut out, ready to sew, and my Fabric Wheel of Fate make. I've chosen a new to me pattern from a new pattern company. I mentioned I've gone for Pattern Scout. Now I have used a Pattern Scout pattern before, just the once. I did they did a really nice little waistcoat vest. So, and that I've tried that on and it still fits me nicely. So I've used I've had a look at the pattern to see if I did any alterations on it, and then I've made the top, or I've cut out the top in the same size that I'd done the vest pattern in, with the same adjustments. So I'm hoping that it will fit. It looks like a very different shape than the type of top that I would be making from Cashmerette patterns, and I did think about just making a Cashmerette pattern in it, but no, I've gone down the route of doing the pattern that suits the fabric. So I'm hoping that I've done enough to get a good fit. Well, we'll find out, won't we? I don't feel as though I've had quite as much to show you as normal, so apologies for that. But I hope you've enjoyed catching up with my week in the sewing room. I've been busy up here, even though I've not been quite so productive. Yeah, busy getting to grips with my new machine, and enjoy the video that follows if you wish to stay for that, and have a lovely day, rest of the weekend. So happy sewing, and I hope to see you again here soon. Bye bye. So do not open with sharp instruments. Now there is a little bit of a bash on the back of the box. It's very small. I'm hoping that it looks really well packaged, so I'm hoping that won't have done any damage. So this is my first look inside. Here we go. We've got the instruction and reference guide, which I'll be able to have a little look at in a moment. And I've got a quick reference threading guide. So there we go. I'll pop those on one side. We've got the knee lift. Now my sewing machine and my overlocker have a knee lift, but my cover stitch, my old cover stitch, doesn't. So I'm really looking forward to having that because I love the knee lift on the two machines I have got that have them. And yeah, we've got a power cord, and then what's in here? Right, so this is all the various bits and pieces to keep the threads in the right place and spooling nicely. My power cord, and that's just a standard power cord. Yeah. Let's have a little look, and in here we have our electronic foot pedal, and they're pretty standard, aren't they? So nice that it's a separate foot pedal and power cord. I like that, much easier to manage around my desk, and a cover to go over, just a dust cover to go on the machine. Again, that's really useful. So here we go, let's see what it looks like. So I have to keep the packaging because if I want to send it for repair, then it will obviously go in the carton. So I'll hang on to that. Around that out of the way. Oh goodness me, it's huge. Right, so I've got it on the table. I lifted it out with the handle, and I'm just going to have a little bit of a look and see what we've got here. So interesting that it's come with the, interesting it's packaged with the all the cone and stuff on, and I've had machines before, these bits have been separate. So I was very careful when I took it out, sorry about the rustling, not to put any pressure at all on that arm. Oh, it's threaded up. Well, that's good. So you can tie threads onto it. Oh gosh, it's enormous. It's a proper thing, isn't it? As my friends would say from Lancashire. So here's the Babylock Primo cover stitch in situ in my sewing room. I've had to play with it. I'll just show you how this stitch works. You can see the wipers are situated either side of here, and I'm just going to zoom you in. Hopefully that's not made you seasick. So you can chain on and chain off, which you can't do on my other cover stitch machine. It does have a thread cut off up there, but I'll snip it a bit closer to the stitching area. So you won't be able to see on here. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So you won't be able to see the colours on here. It's just not clear enough light. But what would be the tram lines down here and down here, I've then got a different coloured thread woven through on both sides. So I'm just going to try locking the So this time I've locked the wipers with just a simple, wasn't very careful doing that, but yeah, I've locked the wipers just with this little simple button here, and that's unlock and then lock, and that has then just taken it back to a standard cover stitch stitch. So just there we go. Under my thumb is a little fold of fabric because I wasn't very careful when I put the fabric under the needles. But you can see on these it's gone through beautifully. So that was just operator error, and that's just the back as normal. So very pleased. It does a lovely stitch, lots of stretch in the stitch. This stitch is even stretchier than this one, so that might be interesting on knicker elastic, attaching knicker elastic, maybe the Pico knicker elastic. To see, I can have a play with that. So I'll just bring you back out a little bit and just talk you through the different elements of the machine. So it has the knee lift here, which I'm very fond of. I like it because I have one on the Vanina. That lifts this and disengages the teeth underneath, so you can get your fabric, get it right, Claire, so you can get your fabric through easily. It has automatic needle position. The tension is automatic. You can adjust it if you wish, but it's automatic through these automatic tensioners. You have 6 various cone holders. You have a little accessory box here, which is handy for your various accessories that come with the machine. You can drop down both of the covers here, so you can access the machine for cleaning. You can also take the side away again to access for cleaning, so you can vacuum all around here and clean out the various bits and pieces. I like this. I like the fact you can get right in behind those mechanical parts to clean them. You've got this little bit here is part of the automatic threading, which is here. It's just push button. You've got a lever here so that closes the tubes for the suction. It tells you which needles you should be using. You've got the if I just return the cover back here, you have got the differential feed here, which my old very basic cover stitch doesn't have, and then you've got your upper looper here, and then your needle threads here, and then the wiper threads here. Yeah, so you can set the speed. I've got it on medium at the moment. Oh, there it is. It's coming down. So there's our needle threader. I've yet to play with that. I'm quite looking forward to trying that. So you set which needle you want the needle threader to go to. So on C1 it comes to the first needle, on C2 it comes to the second needle, and on C3 it will come to the third needle, which is just there. Yeah, it's very clear in the instructions which position this should be for your sewing. Stitch length and everything is under here. Just see that at the bottom. Yeah, I love it. I love it. One of my favourite bits. I like simple and elegant. And this is a magnetised needle tray, and it just stops your needle from getting lost and rolled away. You know. So I've taken the needle out here. So I'm just working with 2 needles, and it's what do you do with the needle? And if I put it back in my pincushion or back with my other needles, then I'm thinking, oh, what did I use that for? So it can just sit on that tray up there. It's magnetised. It's not going to fall off. It's not going to go anywhere. And then I can put it back in the machine. And you know, how simple is that? But I really like that. It's very well made. Everything's very sturdy. The quality of everything is excellent. which is why I bought it really. Yeah, it's definitely a step up from my old machine, and I'm really looking forward to exploring how it works and getting creative with all these new forms of stitches. And I'm just going to really quickly show you a couple that I really like. So I think that this is just really nice. That's the chain stitch with the interesting threads, and then we've got two or three threads here working through here, and then some of them are similar, they're just handed. So one with three here. These are two of the slightly simpler versions, just one with one wiper and the chain stitch. This is a creative cover stitch again. So and we've got the back of the creative cover stitch here, but then look, I love the way this is, you know, you've got some really interesting effects. Shows you how to get the threads through to the back. Really good. So I'm quite looking forward to to playing with thread work and seeing how I can use that to embellish t-shirts and jerseys, and yeah, just be a bit more creative with it.